Hi everyone, my name is Austin Losick, and today I will be talking to you about blogs and microblogs in the workplace. First, I would like to say that my primary audience for this presentation will be mostly aimed at management level positions. This presentation should be able to aid them in the decision of how blogs and microblogs could potentially affect their company and whether or not they would even be viable for the company. The secondary audience for this presentation then would be any subordinates that work for those managers that might potentially be affected by the purchase of having a blog or microblog within their company. So today, while talking about blogs and microblogs, I'm hopeful that it will help determine whether or not a blog or a microblog could be useful within a company's scope and their practice. And by the end of the presentation, I hope that you're able to make a decision on that. So first and foremost, probably asking ourselves, what are microblogs? Microblogs, by definition, is a social media site to which a user makes a short, frequent posts. And blogs, by definition, are a regularly updated website or web page, typically run by one individual or small group that is written in an informal or conversational style. Now, when we talk about these blogs, they can have various range of topics on the business end as well as on personal use. Anything from today I'm going to a concert or my favorite movie is Star Wars. Those are the things that we're typically seeing with blogs and microblogs on personal use. And some common microblogs that you might have heard of are things like Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, etc. Social media sites are typically correlated with blogs. Now, when we're talking about blogs, the first question that we're probably thinking of is, well, how does this have anything to do with the workplace? Well, first and foremost, blogs could be a great way for free advertisement real estate, essentially. Your company is now on the web with a blog that is going outwards towards customers so they can kind of keep updated with what's going on within your company. Another way that blogs are being used in the workplace for ones that are guest facing and not necessarily just internal are customer interaction. Companies are using their blogs to be able to talk with their customers on experience that they had, help them out with issues, and just have an outreach to their customers to show that they are involved with them and keep them coming back. It gives them a little bit more of a unique experience. And finally, I thought this one was extremely important, is just having a presence in a technological world. Today, technology is slowly becoming, or actually rapidly better, becoming more and more important in our world. It's taking over more and more things, and having that presence stamped will really help a company. Next, we're going to talk about how microblogs can be used at the workplace. Microblogs are good in the sense that you're going to get a mass communication device. If you look at something like Twitter, which is considered an RSS feed, if you had something like that in your workplace, you can consistently keep your team updated on what's going on. They know about potential goals that your company might have. You're getting frequent updates of where the goals stand, and you're just seeing people from other departments talk about what's going on. And that kind of leads into this last point here, connected workplace environment. Typically, in a workplace, you work with your department, and you might have some other departments that you work a little bit with, but not too frequently. Whereas with the microblog, if you're seeing other departments and what they're doing, you have a broader scope of everything that goes on within your company. You can kind of get a better understanding of what another department does and get a feel for the weight that they carry as well. And not only that, but it gives you the potential to reach out to people from other departments you normally wouldn't talk to and say, "Hey, good job," and maybe get a reply and get a different type of social aspect that typically wouldn't be there. Now we're going to look at the cons of blogs and microblogs in the workplace. First and foremost, if we're talking about blogs that are customer facing, so external blogs, your company's image is going to be there. So anything that you say or post, or whoever has access to that on that company's blog, your company is tied to that image. They have to face the consequences of whatever goes up on there. And anything that gets posted on the internet is never deleted for good. So that is something to keep in mind. Also, accountability. So for internal and external blogs, everyone that uses them within your company needs to have some type of accountability. They need to be able to understand that there are rules in place and be able to take own to their actions for whenever they post things on these social media blog sites. The easiest way to kind of counter these two things is to have user agreements. Laying out your user agreement when someone gets hired with your company or when you implement these blogs and microblogs will ensure that everyone knows the rules going forward and into these things of what can and cannot be posted. So, in conclusion, just a few things I want to reiterate really quick. First and foremost, blogs and microblogs, in my opinion, are a very powerful tool, but only with the clear guidelines set ahead of time. With blogs and microblogs, you have a new customer outreach and a technological presence. However, your company image and accountability need to be taken into thought before going with blogs and microblogs. Here are my sources for all my information. Thank you. Have a good day.